Mm. Well, we're back. This is the bottom line Liberia. But let's take it from here. Well, let's say welcome to the bottom line. This is the place where we discuss the issues and give our views. Um, Tonight is going to be an interesting night. But first and foremost, let me say welcome to Paul, the man, the Lord. Oh, yeah, the Lord. My man, you see, you've been away for long, so I forgot your title. But let's say welcome to you, brother.
Well, Linford, thank you once again coming back onto the platform. It's been a long time since we've last uh, had this program. It's good to be back home. It's good to be back on the bottom line discussion. I want to say thanks to our audience too for being here. And since I've been away for over 6 months, for those that have been with us, thank you for keep following bottom line. And it's good to be with us. It's good to be back for another fascinating discussion tonight. And I'm happy to be here. And going forward, as we get into the new year, I think will be more firing than before. So how has it been since my being away, being in Liberia? How things here? How's
Well,
Norway?
it's been like hectic. We've been missing our other half. It's like our two hands working, right? And then all of a sudden, one day you nailing something, and you hammer one finger, and then you can't use our finger again. So it's like everything you want to do, you're missing that one finger that can help you to do everything. So with Paul being away, it was a bit strong and difficult for us, but Jima and I, we kept in there, and we we held the platform up, and it's good that you are back, and we hope that from here we'll proceed and proceed in even in a different way and maybe a better way. But again, we want to say thank you to our viewers for joining us. If you just joining us the first time, this is the Bottom Line Liberia, and this platform is a European-based platform. This is where we discuss the issues, and everything we tell you here is real. We do not. There's nothing fake about us. As you see us, so are we. As you
Yeah.
hear us say things, so are they. We're not going to make up any story. We say it as they are, or we say them as they are, and then you hear it as you hear it. So it's good that Paul is back. But Paul, just before we proceed, I want us to play a little bit of just an intro of music while we get adjusted. And when we come back, we'll be talking a little bit about Liberia, because you were away all that time. And I know there was something good happening in Liberia. And so we'll be talking about that. But let's see um, if we can play something small from, I love this. I love this old man James Topo who passed recently.
Yeah.
There's one reason I love him for. He reminds me of way back. Every time I hear his music, I don't know. Paul, I think you will remember. They used to have this thing like 12:30 music, right? Every
Yeah.
day they play throughout. And the people that are on that, the musicians that were really, really on that show those days well, I think James Tupo and Maurice Dolly with all that traditional music. So every time I hear somebody music, my heart goes back, and we sad that he's no more with us. But this is life. So we're gonna be back in few seconds, and we'll proceed.
hotlbr.com.
Exclusive from hotlbr.com.
If you marry, your trouble really begins. If you marry a brave woman, every day, Pambata will let it to Tabatu. If you marry a Baza woman, every day, full money, Tonika Mudiari, Chinika Bonnie, Monkey, you play that of you. If you marry a Buza woman, every day, Tawaki, the winning Ganaya. If you marry a woman, every day, Pasayama, and Jaffin Lafao. So, ya put your way, come, my put away. Kalokadia way, Baka in water. If you marry a Kizzy woman, she was shopping your little teeth. Some put on face like angels. But we got to know them in reality. I was in a little devil. If you marry a sailor woman, every day trouble, darling, by my issues, and my little father. So you put your word down my prayer. If you marry a man or woman here in the morning, if you marry a power woman, call it for you. If you marry a crown woman here, every day fire go, in a soup fire go. If you marry a crew woman here, in the morning pepper.
Wow.
If you marry many no woman, every day is
So while the music playing, can you share the show? Can you share the show?
And you are welcome. For those of you joining on the first time, okay. We are back, and again, let's formally welcome our viewers. If you join you on the first time tonight, this is Paul Chiruple in London, and my name is Linford Goe here in Norway. And tonight we'll be discussing issues about Liberia, and basically we'll be going through the major newspapers of Liberia with some of the big headlines, things that are making the talks, that generating talks in the street. Yeah, what you just from Liberia, I still remember my days actively in the media. We used to go to these entertainment centers to get the news, but people don't know the FCZ, the journalists, we some of the magicians, we can see that news kind of lie. We go to where the people are, and that's where the news is. So I just try to imagine at this particular time with all these a whole lot of talks around the town, about these things happening. What do you think if you were in Montreal tonight? You just came from the state gala picture. What do you think if you were in the town tonight? What do you think would be happening? Where would the action be? At the nightclubs or in the street or at the attire shop?
No, at this time of the day is in the evening time. So people sit in their local community and they have the thing they call the Jalo shop where they do bread and butter and tea. So people gather there and then have a discussion. And then little corners, people sit about on a long bench, having a little chit chat, listening to radio and having discussion. So this is what's happening now. If you're in a town, definitely you be sitting down having a discussion with what's happening on the ground. So some people be having 10% is a new drink that
Wow.
is about 9% alcohol. So when you drink your 10%, you get very active in the discussion. Or if you can't drink 10%, if you can full club beer or stout, you having it with a loud music and you're shouting over each other to have a discussion. This is what's going on now. I can tell you in Monrovia, all part of the country, everywhere you go, people in their attire corner and having discussion.
But wait. Let me get something straight, Paul. The last time I was in Liberia was 2016. That's about 7 years ago, and I still had a water fear, so I was like, I didn't go out in the night actually.
Yeah.
I sat at my brother's house all along, and we had our own party. All of my brothers and my sisters do come every evening, and we had our party because I was afraid I couldn't even make my way around the town. But the way you describe it now, it seems as though even though there is still this phenomenon that the town is high, everything is high, but people can still gather, right?
Oh, people get low. My man, when they say town is hot, everybody hustling on everybody. So when
I
people
know,
wake up in
right?
the morning, you have your shower, you go on the go, you meet somebody, say, my man, today things rough, man. What you get for your baby? Somebody put a hand in the pocket. If it drop you 500 liberty, which is about probably $3, you on the go. Everybody is sort of hand exchanging. Like you meet somebody, things hard, or you bother with some of your friends, you haven't had beer for long, they offer you beer, or they offer you some sort of kobo, you're moving. And if they take you to Lapapido, the Lapapido, let me describe for those who haven't been in Liberia for a long time, they have the little zinc house that there's no door, they put Lapa there. That's a kobo shop called Lapabito. Somebody take you there. They offer you, my man, $200 food. It made your day. You go. That 500
Wow.
you got from your friend when you get home. You can turn around and buy some kind of late drink they have now. They call it Godfather.
Look
You buy
at.
a Godfather. You share with one. You have a drink and have a child, and then you go to bed. So
So
that's
they
the
got 10%. They got Godfather.
yeah.
Paul, sometimes to be on a very serious note, I sit down, I see all these opportunities and facilities that we have here, but at the same time, we do not, especially like me or us in the Scandinavia, where this country is from. Imagine we started having snow since November. So now everything is covered. I got one car parking behind my house. It's not my car, it's my friend's car. He's not been using it. That car, tell my man, from November to now, you can't see the car, or you know that there is something under there. You
Yeah.
see, so sitting in this area and no life for us, you can have all the money. Just same things are expensive here. I normally go to Sweden to buy. I came from Sweden, I bought 3 cartons of stout and 2 cartons of something I drink they call Mythos. Something like beer that we even want to introduce in Liberia. Okay, I get it. What my one can do with 3 cartons of stout, 24 bottles in one carton. So times 3, that's 72. Almost. So what can do it? But if you have friends, you invite them over, they come here, and where I live, no Liberian living around here. My next neighbor lives almost 1.5 hours away from me. He's a closer neighbor again. You see, the rest of them live all far away. So soon I sit down, I feel sad. I think about modern Liberia, and I hope that this country will be better so that we can go back. Some of us are getting old now. We gotta be sitting down in the place here. They play that for old people like us. The people that old people suffering here. Not suffering in terms of not having money or what they get money. Some people killing themselves because they say they get plenty of money, they leave you alone. The wife die, or maybe the wife left him, he leave alone, the children are gone. So he feels sad, he kills. Look at kind of millionaire, one millionaire kills. He wrote a note and left it on the table. When he died, when he killed that money, the people when the police went to hold his phone and he said he leaving alone, he get all the money, nobody will share with. So can you imagine? Life is not all about money, but that happiness, like what you describing, where
Yeah.
after the hustle, we know the hustle rough, but after the hustle, all of get together in the evening, say, my man, yeah, no, today, we Liberians were very special. That our way of discussion, where we arguing, we fighting. I'll share one short story before we go ahead. We got these Swedish and Norwegian children who were born in Liberia because their parents were working with Lamco. Okay, we got a group of them in Sweden and we got a group of them in Norway here. Okay, and they normally attend our Liberian programs because they all their childhood children and friends from Liberia. So when they came here, some of them were like 15 when they came here. So imagine born in Liberia 15 years before you come here, what kind of childhood friend you get? You see, so they consider Liberians to be that people, right? So when they have July 26th or any Liberian program, they can come there. So I remember one of them invited her Norwegian friend to come along with her. When they came, and then we had a July 26th. Oh man, we were well attended. That was years back. And then the discussion was wrong, man. All they got it, they we get it done, man. No, wait, no, that's what be like that. No, Then the one started getting a friend. Then she told they Norwegian Librarian, she said, well, how your people they want for it? She said, no, how the people are, they had their discussion, they are social friends. But one person want to show that, so this our way of doing things, we used to it. When you got a core country with people bring the working together, all of them have been fighting war whole day,
Absolutely.
So I hope that our country will be better and that we can go back, and share some of the fun you're sharing. But Paul, the elections are over. You were in Liberia for about 6 months. That's quite a long time, half a year, and the elections are over. Since you came, we have not talked. So I just want you to brief me. How did you see the elections? Was it the thing you expected to see when you were leaving? Or the UK, that this election would be so?
Well, Linford, thanks for that question. And this is what it is in I would say autonomy. We went into autonomy to win, but then in the end, when we used to play football as kids, they say, "Oh, the referee cheated my team, so I was knocked out."
Mm-hmm.
The election, everybody was hopeful. The excitement was there. People were, you could feel the movement. But then the result that came in, it didn't really justify what we thought it was. Because if you look at one political party that have over 200,000 members, and the election tell you say they only got 29,000 votes, that alone is questionable. So to tell you, it just killed the momentum. But it is what it is, and then the country had to move forward. And we'll thank God that it ended peacefully, although in the process, there were stone throwing that led to some people dying. Accident took place. People, die in the process. Well, it is what it is in Liberia. It was exciting time. There was always movement. There was always rioting on the street. Plenty of alcohol, plenty of laugh, and it was peaceful. And let's tell God, thank you. And moving forward, I think the new government are due to take office in January should put our country back on the map to where it belongs. So hoping that will happen. Yeah, but everything was okay. That 6 months was a long 6 months. It was exciting 6 months, and it was tough 6 months as well. And understanding Liberia better, I think I needed that break. I needed to be home too.
I envy you. I really envy you. Because I don't know how the longest I've been like in about 22 years time I've been to Liberia only 2014 and 2016 and 3 weeks each. And the 3 weeks were like 1 week for me because I was so busy with doing so many different things that I could not even have time to visit friends. But I envy you and hope that like you just said, that the new government will make sure that the country becomes good. And besides that, some of the things that have been making people afraid, and not me, because I've been in these things before. Every morning you wake up, you find dead bodies in the street, and no accountability. Nobody knows what's happening, and the mob justice. Some of which we'll just be talking about in the program in a few minutes. Where people will take the law into their hands and they do anything they want.
Yeah.
You see, living human being, you are not fighting war. You and a person, you don't know each other, or maybe you don't know each other from somewhere, something happened, but that you will go. Every morning they wake up, they see dead body. Recently I saw someone at dead body was laying down somewhere Dupolo in the street. People, like chicken, even when we were growing up, if you see somebody dead chicken laying down, you will start to find them. I still remember, but now human being lying and dead, people just walking around. People like nothing happened, So it can make people afraid. And we hope this new government We're not saying that this was associated with the past government, but saying that government was in power and things were happening, and we didn't see substantial actions being taken. We hope that this new government that is coming can do something. That look, the strength of any country is the strength of your security apparatus. That's the strength of any country. If you got a weak security apparatus, nothing can work. Nobody will be afraid. Criminal. Let me tell you the reason why you got jails, you got police. It's because there are criminals. If there are no criminals, we will not have police, we will not have jail houses, we will not have any correction center at all. But because there are criminals, so you have to. That's why in a women country like Norway, the people they will say, oh, there are foreigners bringing crimes in this country. So I asked one of them, before foreigners started coming, okay, let's put it to the 70s or the 80s, before foreigners started coming here. Did you have jailhouses and police and everything? He said, yeah. I said, who are going to those jails? So you're going abroad and taking criminal foreigners and bringing them to that jail? You got criminals everywhere. But the fact that when people commit crimes, the security will go after them and collect them and make sure that they can punish them. That is what is important. But nobody can say there is no crime anywhere. Like Norway, yeah, the crime rate is very. I live in a small place, okay. When we when was this around November or no? Yeah, August, between August September, there we have flood, and my house is very close to the river, and the flood was coming. So all of us that live around here, we were leaving our car key in a car, so that in case of anything, the flood is too much, somebody can drive your car away. Okay, nobody can steal your car. Nobody no. We got crime rates very low because the police will go for you. One guy killed somebody recently. Nobody found him. The police were looking for him. After 3 days, the guy walked to the police because he know you are corner. You know he can't escape. Where you go, he walked to the police voluntarily. Okay, but we hope that our
why you on crime? I think it would be good that we talk about the mob justice in Liberia before we proceed to the sanction and all that. This incident that happened a month ago. In fact, before we get into this, let's welcome our audience, and the Lord Chilope is back here. For those of you who first time following the bottom line discussion, the Lord Chilope is in England. This is a friend of King Charles.
King Charles.
Yes.
How is your friend doing, by the way?
He's doing great. He's doing great. So I'm looking forward to my Christmas card from the King. So I'm back. And to all of you that are watching, kindly share the show or click on our like button that will come up for you to be notified. Thanks. I see Milton. I see few person here that are recognized. Thanks you guys for following us. Please share the show. So
I see John Tagwe from Ireland is here also.
Yeah. So John, you guys kind of share the show, and let's talk about this incident that happened a day before they run off. This woman was beaten, and this woman picture that I'm going to show is been circulating around Facebook. And what happened? Her daughter won the Big Brother Liberia. So something happened, and then this have to be looked at by the national police. I heard that people were arrested and they let them go. So we want to find out. Look at this. I want your take on this, Linfa. This woman, she was mercifully beaten in Railway Market for some allegation that it says she stole motorcycle. But there's no truth in it yet until it's gone through the proper investigation. These are the more justice that people talk about in Liberia. People take the laws into their hand. Even if I stole, there's no one have the right to beat somebody. That's why we have the law abiding officer that, and we learned that some police officer too were part of this process by beating this woman. So, Linford, I don't know what you think about the more justice in Liberia. It's not the first time. It's something. It's a continued process. I'll put this up again so you can see. Look, they naked her, they beat her, and passed by, people were there. They did absolutely nothing. And this is the woman now. Her daughter had to fly all of Liberia and took her to Ghana for treatment. So, Linford, I don't know what your take on this.
Well, Paul, this thing, I don't know. I have the video here. I saw that video. When I saw the video, I was like, listen, during the wartime, um, when the war entered Monrovia, July the 2nd, that Monday morning, I was captured at the radio station and I spent all of my time across the land in Greater Liberia. Yeah, we saw horrible things, okay? We saw horrible things, but most of them were during like combat time. But where MPF had captured at the time and were peaceful, nobody dared to do these things because everybody there were like everybody had that somebody in the force in among the MPF. So you can't just grab somebody person and beat them like that. You should know what will happen to you afterwards. So they had law and order there some kind of way in some areas. I'm not saying that everywhere was the same, but areas where I live, like Bangai, other places, okay, the Habel especially, they had law and order. If you misbehave at that time, you'll be misbehaving to somebody, person, and that person will come at you. So they had law and order some kind of way. The jungle justice was prevailing. You who strong, the stronger will survive. So if you know you're not strong, you're not venture. But this is a lady, and when I received it, the person sent a video to me. Then they sent an audio along with that video where somebody who said this lady was the mother was talking and crying that the mother had gone to the market to buy, and they saw her and they said she normally steals motorcycle, and they started beating her. And I saw the entire video. How there was a particular boy with yellow t-shirt. How this guy was stepping this woman and jumping in her stomach and the naked woman and the pepper. Can you imagine? I mean, everybody, man, all the guys over there, you have mothers.
And they
Imagine
were
that somebody
and
would treat your
people
mother
and
like that.
women stood by, they were
Yeah.
watching it, nobody could intervene. And
Somebody
that is wrong.
that's somebody women are talking, yeah, you're pure. Can
Yes.
you imagine? Look, let me tell you, there is something about nationality that we Liberians are still missing. And I will tell you that nationalism is all about, not nationality, but nationalism is all about loving your country and your fellow people. No, I don't know. I don't know because we are foreigners or what, but I'm so sensitive that I see even that these people, the white people, they will feel that even a crazy white man is better than an African king.
Yeah.
A crazy white man, the white man will feel that the crazy white man is better than an African king. Somebody who will call king in Africa or president that we can respect. The white man will respect that crazy man more than him. They believe in themselves so much to the point where if you're standing, one white man standing, you're talking, then another white man can. You will speak to that white man, your knee, Paul, you say, Paul, well, I'm living for you. That's it. You say, hello, Paul, meaning that you ain't get time for me. You see it? But on the opposite side, we black people, we hate each other. You will not see a Norwegian say I live in Norway. I always make reference to this country. I have not seen a Norwegian grabbing another Norwegian and beating them. In fact, when I came to Norway first, I had this girlfriend. She and her friend and myself, we all went to the club. We got drunk. We were coming back. They don't drink that much. I was drunk. We were coming back around 3 in the morning. And there were two boys fighting. One of them was very huge and big. He was beating the other small boy and pressing the boy neck on the rail, on the staircase, something. So I ran there. I tried to stop them. They were still fighting. So the woman told me, say, move from there. If you stay there and anything happens and the police come, that they'll lie on and say you the one the ball. So you know what the woman did, Paul? To anything. The woman walked. The two guys who were throwing blow and fighting, and I tried to move them, they can't stop. The woman went and turned her back. She stretched her hand between them and she just stretched her hand between them. That was the end of the fight. So when we were still couldn't get away, I asked her, what did you do? And she said, you know what? If any of them had just crossed their hand over my hand and hit the other one, and when the police come, I said this man was wrong, you'll go to jail. You see? So the people respect each other. But to see women standing that another woman is being disgraced, beaten, I mean, look at that woman picture. Even no criminal, no thief, even if the woman stole billions of dollars, it can't be all like that. You're taking the law in your own hands.
Right. Taking the law into your own hand. And this will lead us to our next segment on topic, because what happens when the common person is accused of stealing, the people take the law into their hands and beat up that person. But then when the guys at the top end steals from there, they view them as hero. So what sort of society we live in? We allow people to steal big money, they become hero. And if this woman stole, if which we don't have the detail that she stole, it's just an allegation against her. But usually the young man has steal mobile phone, he is beaten unmercifully. But then when Nathaniel McGideon steal, they hail them as hero. What sort of society is Liberia? The one that steal that keep you in poverty, you raise them up high. And
You
the
vote
one
for
that
them, you be the
stole your
senator.
mobile, yeah, the one that stole your mobile phone, you go after that one and you will beat that person to death. What sort of country is that? And this is what I'm saying. What kind of Liberia we're looking at? A Liberia with no direction, or Liberia that just you. So I was joking, jokingly telling somebody in Liberia, say, I think I'm going to run to challenge Darius Dillon in the 2029 senatorial race. And the only way I'll be able to get people to vote for me, I will go break central bank, steal money. Then they know I'm a bad guy. Then people will vote for me because it seems to me we embrace criminals and make them and push them up. So this is why it is. And so
No, but common example.
yeah.
America is the greatest country so far on earth. God next, or God first. And then somebody who is indicted, somebody who committed crimes against America, not individual, but the entire country. The country went after the person several years, and they found out because America would that. Hey man, look, I mean, you've been to America, go to JFK Airport, see how many America got more than 100 or 1,000 airports, major ones too. Airplane landing there from every corner of the world, every second. I was at JFK Airport and the planes are back to Balade. One landing Jelly, landing in. So, and those planes that are coming, they bring in people. And those people that are coming to America, all of them are going back. So, America got trillions of people. For them to single out one person, one lady from Liberia, and accuse him, you think they're against him? You think they're stupid that will go pick up one phantom water spoon and accuse him? But your Liberian people, they say, hey, look at America, they lie on the poor boy. The boy went to hustle. So the boy a good boy. Because the boy, recently you were dividing rice in Liberia. So people say, look at, the boy dividing rice. You see the kind of people? So they mean that you can go break a central bank, exactly what he's saying.
Yeah.
Break a central bank. You take your money, go stay in the street, you start dividing and say, yeah, Paul a good man.
I become hero, yeah. I become hero.
The man a good man. The man stole the money. And exactly what Nathaniel McGill said. He said, the other people stole that money they carry, but we see our own money we pay here.
Yeah.
So then he become the hero for them.
Yeah. So based on that, sure, let's talk about this because there was sanction posts on 3 persons lately. And the 3 people that sanction posts on, one of them, amazingly, no, there are 4 total because Jefferson Kochi come into play. He was the first, then 3 follow. But look at this. What this tell you about our country. That's why I want to go and steal from central bank so I become hero. Look at this, Linford. Talk to me. Jefferson Kochi was just sanctioned. Look at the human being that now hailing as hero for being sanctioned.
And this is why I sometimes tell people our country Liberia will remain. It's bad because they say the voice of God is the voice of, or the voice of man is the voice of God indirectly. But sometimes we don't mean to say some of these things. But what happened in that country, the things that happen in that country can drive us to say some of these things out of frustration and anger. To see a man like Jefferson Koichi even challenging the United States of America. This is a country that can go and change the administration of another country in the twinkling of an eye, and nothing will happen. Look around you in Africa.
But Linford, the American sanction him. The people that define from the people that we don't give a damn. You sanction this guy, he's our hero.
That's exactly the point I'm driving at. This is a country that right in your own Africa, they come and change leadership. The great Gaddafi that the whole of Africa were almost depending on. They check out the whole place. They went to Iraq, they did the same thing. They allowed the man, they say the man get weapon of mass destruction. After they finish damaging and killing him, they say, well, we found nothing. and nothing came from inside. The people set up war crimes code. They support our war crimes code. Their people cannot go there. No, your African people can go there. The other thing I tell you, Sonny, that these people are the greatest people. There is nothing you can do to America. The countries that America can deal with, that countries like Russia and other countries, not Liberia, not any third world country. So you little minute, like you want to say on the beach, then you can put your finger in the sand, and one little green or sand leaf on your finger, and that green or sand want to challenge America.
So I will say something. You know, just in October, there was this thing called DV. People playing DV to go America.
Yeah, the diversity Lolo.
Yeah, the last day was somewhere, I think around the 17th of October. My man, those who don't have computer at home or how they call internet facility, they have DV center all over Liberia. See human being killed for the dear land. They want to go America. But they see America telling you, you sort of be enjoying Liberia, one of the best places on the planet Earth. But Jefferson Kochi, Samuel Tuel, Bill Traore, Nathaniel McGee, Nukwe, all of these people, they deny you for enjoying your own country. They're stealing from you. So we're telling you that people stealing from you. And they say, no, we don't get what hear what you're saying. But you able to go queue up for hours to play DV and run away from Liberia because the place is not good for you. But the man who telling your country is good, do the right thing, you enjoy the same thing we enjoy here, you say no, hell no. Let the one person live in air-conditioned house, ride air-conditioned car. I will sleep in a zinc house. Yeah, mosquito eat me, I get sick, I go to JFK, no drugs. What does that tell you? Talk to me, Linford, because you've been in the area for long. Talk to me about these guys, these people that were sanctioned. Talk to me about these people.
I will tell you something. Again, I'll repeat it. Liberia will remain as it is for a long time until we can emancipate our mentality, our minds. The problem with Liberia is not the economy. The problem with Liberia is not even the big shots that see from us. Because who encouraged them to do it? We. So they are not a problem. We are our own problem. Paul, let me tell you one thing. No, until we can, when I got to know Liberian people are very interesting people that are in these elections. The particular election that just finished. That's why I got to know that these people, they are special kind of people. No, Liberian man will tell you, you came a man, you came a pa, I'll vote for you. What? The man you're talking about, seen that a long time. The boon say, laying right in front of him. You look at the boon, you say, but me, I care, I'll vote for you. The man, he going to school. He taking it, all he had money and sending all his children to school. But he'll still tell you that education is not important. He said, if both are important, then the country not pay. So both not important. I'll vote for the man who not know both. And we are not. They say, the man say, he not say he die, or even if he die, we'll bring a day by we'll vote for him. What kind of people are these? And Liberian people will surprise you when you least expect them to surprise you. Before you were in Liberia, before the elections, there were all these noise about if you achieve, the country will end. Some people say no, it will not happen. All the kind of threat will do that. No, I sent 3 cars to Liberia in September. You know that they didn't buy the car, they stay there. Every time my brother try to let people buy the car, they say, man, the election coming, we're coming for a war, we're not buying a car. The people go to the election, they say they're coming for a war. I don't understand these people at all. They say we're for a war, they're coming for a war in the country. People started buying bag of red and throwing it all water and things because they're coming for a war, because the election coming. And then the great election king, they went to election, nobody even point finger at friend. You see how they can surprise people? When all of them were expecting that they were for a war, they didn't for a war. But they play where you expect them to act, that's where they act. America say these people, they're bad people. These people, they drink so. Do not make business with them. Do not have anything to do with them. Then they say no, we'll go vote for them. Yeah. People print Johnson on sanction for pay to play. Then the same Prince Johnson take a group, he carry Joe Waka of opposition, so no pedal, who's supposed to be our president. Prince Johnson can say, oh, with George Weah, but George Weah promised me certain thing, we are giving him vote, but he didn't do it. So I'm leaving him. I'm coming to you. So the understanding that it's common logic. Nobody got to explain it to you. It's common logic that St. George, I cannot do what I want and bring my group to you. We'll vote for you. Then you do what we want. Simple, pay to play. So can you imagine? So where is this government going? We'll come to that one. This is to show that even from the Zogo in the street to the man you want to have in the mansion, they all think the same way. They're not thinking wisely.
Absolutely.
Joe
Absolutely.
Walker, you've been government for almost 50 years. Prince Johnson was sanctioned by America for pay to play, where the man will give vote, then you give him money. And say we did not get him all what he wanted. He said, I'm leaving where, then I'm coming to you. So in the eyes of the Americans, they know that it's a see pay to play. But you accept it, you say you're dance with the devil. Then,
So Linford, that tells me that these sanctions that are coming out now, who do you think that the pressure is going to be on for these sanctions that is coming on? Because if you look at it, we have not gone to inauguration yet. They giving the names, it partying up. Tomorrow they may come up with people in a lower house because they're going to the upper house now. They may come with people in a lower house tomorrow. And people in the lower house, the upper house, and the executive, they partying up. And what this sort of message seems to me that the America now is looking at the elected government to act.
let me tell you one thing. No,
let me finish, then you come in.
Okay.
I think looking ahead that they sanction these people, that they will ask them, you provide evidence, let's prosecute these people because it was not done on a we are. So this pressure could be mounted on the incoming government to do something. And I don't know how this is going to play out because the kingmaker of this election is one of the person that was sanctioned. You just called his name, Prince Johnson. And he's in our book. And if this elected government, are they going to add on what the Americans are saying, or they're going to play blind out the way George we are there with Prince Johnson, Vanny Sherman, and the rest? Is this going to be the same?
That's a good question, Paul. And me too, I ponder these questions all the time, even many questions than that all the time. Let me start with the sanctioned people. The people that were sanctioned, most of them are in the outgoing government, so they'll be on their own.
Okay.
And the three people you see here plus Jefferson Koichi, they were all in the outgoing government, and you got two lawmakers there, and the finance minister right there, and the city mayor who is not here now. These people are in the outgoing government. I'm not sure. Besides, was Nukwe voted out?
No, Nukwe he says we'll call it senior senator.
Okay.
He was already sitting until
okay, so Mage will be junior senator.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nukwe will be in the government, but he's not elected, or he's not part of the ruling party. So to his fate, I can clearly say he's not going to be finance minister in this government. One. Two, Awachie is out. He's not speaker anymore. So they're going to be on that one, right?
I'm pro tempore. So he also
the president pro tempore.
Yeah.
They're going to be on their own. They're going to fight their own battle. The present government, the incoming government, is not going to be there to fight for them. In fact, the incoming government is talking about auditing these people. So if this sanction is enough reason that the incoming government can even based on to go after these guys to audit them like the finance minister and thing, they will do it. So for them, their fate is already decided. Now, talking about the incoming government, whether the pressure will be on them, the pressure has already started, and I will tell you how it has started. The pressure has started within the government itself, in their own rank. They are not even taking power. It has started. Now, you can see how disorganized, or almost seemingly disorganized they are, that they will even postpone the certification of the president-elect and all the officials. Something that we have not read in Liberian history before. So it's going to be added to the page of history now. Now, if you go back weeks ago or months ago, Henry Costa made certain revelation about the incoming president's health, and people made big reason out of it, and people deny it. They try to cover it up. And the time frame that Henry Costa gave, that time frame is working. Things are happening just within that time frame. So that's one thing. Now, another thing, that this incoming government, Prince Johnson clearly said that the old man is sick, he's not capable, Jeremiah will be doing the job. What happened? When they went to set up the transitional team, the old man gave the responsibility to Jeremiah Kun. When you're leaving to go to America, Jeremiah Kun again. So Kun had already started functioning as president. Now, so all the thing will work. So who is dictating here? Prince Johnson. So who is dictating here? Prince Johnson. So a lot of things will happen. A lot of things will happen in the interim. So the pressure will start from there. And the Prince Johnson, the world economic crisis might just be reinforced. And the pressure will be on the incoming government to do that. But the question is, how do they do it? How are they going to tell what Prince Johnson? Okay.
But this is the point I'm making, because if you're going to, because they are all sanctioned. We've been hearing this story in Liberia that Maggie, that was the story being told everywhere. They've been propagated everywhere. That Nathaniel Maggie and Bill Traore will be treated the same way they did with Berman Samika, the former defense minister. Just what they did with him, they will do it. So the question goes, so if Prince Johnson is sanctioned, Maggie is sanctioned, Bill Traore is sanctioned, Nukwe is sanctioned, Samuel Tue, Robinson Kochi, Abachie, 7. With this government, I think there's more to come again. With this elected government, the incoming government, will they go after these 7 people that were sanctioned? Because if you want to go after Samuel Tue based on the sanction, because all of them carry the same weight, will you leave Prince Johnson out? All of them have to be treated equally. Now, we were also told that when this government comes to power, in fact, when our uncle is elected as president, because 2017, he meant to prosecute his former boss, and the former boss decided to go George Weah way. So that did not happen. So now, this power has been given to him when he take power the 22nd of January. Will they go after the Edding government? Because a lot of people want to see Edding Johnson handcuffed too, because she admitted that her government was corrupt. Will that happen? So when we talk about all of this excitement that the expectations are built up very high in Liberia, these are things that are meant to happen. So with the additional 7 names to the sanction, plus all the things, Edding government and the Weah government, will this government be able to do all of those things that they have promised? How is it going to be like? I mean, give your look at from a distance, give me your analysis on this. It's a kind of, I want to see how it's going to be there, and how the Christmas will be there before. I mean, how the Christmas Eve will be there before Christmas.
You know, somebody once said it's not difficult to circumcise the boa constrictor, but to hold the head, or so yeah, it's not difficult to talk about the sanction. I mean, or the audit, the auditing and all this stuff. But where will you start and how will you do it? Because you are somebody, you have been implicated. You were vice president for complete 12 years.
Yeah.
And if you go to Hall Elling, that's what they will not even venture in the Elling government, because if you go to Hall Elling, you also will be tied up on the rope, So they may start with George Weah. And yes, they will be right if they say they want to audit the George Weah regime, because George Weah would have audited their regime, their past regime. But again, the question is, you got to look at the configuration of the government that is going to audit. Okay? Who are these people that come to audit? So that all these things people looking at. And you talk about the expectation. The people who raise their expectation so high, they also got to learn. And when American said they should lower their expectation, I think he was right. Because there are a lot of things that will not just be possible to happen. Okay, like
Lifa,
mm,
you see, when you lie to people, don't expect them to lower something that you already lied to them. That lie, you have to keep it all. They have already built it. That the whole election was based on integrity. That the people they were putting in office never stole a dime from Liberia. There's no trace of any mismanagement. So that you cannot go say, oh, lower A, because you already told the people, look, Paul Chilope never stole a dime. He get no record of this. Then all of a sudden, all my surrounding been stealing, but only me. And then I tell him, because I'm the clean person, I will prosecute even if my former boss. That was the story told to the people. So if you told the people that you prosecute them, and then time come, you fold your arms. Don't expect that expectation because it's hard. They want you to do it. That the lies you told them. So I don't know how this is going to be addressed in Liberia. The additional thing to it now, they're adding more people to the sanction list. How are you going to deal with that and deal with your former boss, including you? Because they say when you pull pull Bush, the story were told that they will go after Eddie. The story were told that will go after Georgia government. So remember, it's 3 branches that make up the government. You're not going to go for one and leave the other 2. You got to go for all. So if you go for Ellie, the executive, you know the rest. The other 2 branches will follow. If you're going for WIA, the 3 branches have to follow. That means if you put in the legislature, then we'll go to the people that brought drugs into the country, 150 million now just when the judiciary also have so you go across, you're not going for one group. So the expectation that American say they must lower it, I think is belated. They lie to the people and they must deliver on the lies. If not, there'll be noise. You muted. You muted, Lifa.
we're not going to be too long here today. But there is something happening. People are reacting to this sanction in different ways.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Gwankwe, I think you have that clip from the EFFL, is saying that America is like untwisting people with sanctions so they can do their will. So let's talk about that. Then we'll play the video from Aboche's reaction today too.
Right. Yeah, go on. That goes start the ball rolling on it.
Yeah, so I'm surprised that like the same thing we're talking, that Liberians would be thinking that America has look, it is the right of America as the way it is the right of Liberians or Liberia as a country to say nobody come to our country. We don't want you here. Liberia say we sanction the people, you will not come to our country. You will force them. They say we don't want the people, they don't come to our country. Stay in your own country. Why you want to go to America? The same way Liberia can say we don't want Guineans or Nigerians to come to Liberia, will be right. So if America say we don't want certain people to go there, then you say the interest in it, that you will tell America or that you will tell Liberia who to come to that country. I don't understand.
So therefore that means because the sanctions say they are spies, their children, and other family members.
Yes.
So it means that if your clever child want to go follow their study to be a medical doctor, the sanction will hit that child. They can't go because of the dad being bad. This is where it is. So this thing is serious, but people overlooking it. It could go for years. You see. So
I want you to try to find that video and put it up. But in the meantime, you can be talking something, or I just want to take care of something quick. Because I mean not a video, but the clip about Emmanuel Conquer. Because the thing about it is that people who call themselves economic freedom fighters are even worse, thinking the worst way.
Yeah, so what I'll do, I'll play something here for people to listen. It's about corruption. And corruption is one of the bad killer in human life, and people tend to overlook it. So I'll play the 3 minutes video thing about corruption. Let people listen how corruption kills our people, then to heal them as hero. Just listen to this.
Corruption is a vile disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in the state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives. Wealth is grabbed into the greedy, grubby hands of those who get fat on the toil and labor of good people. Corruption benefits, only temporarily, those who participate in it. Everyone else is a victim of the theft, the deceit, the dishonesty, and the lies that corruption feeds on. You need to know that a corrupt person is stealing from you. Corruption is filthy work and despicable acts of treachery done under the table and behind closed doors. Corruption is a disgusting shame. Corruption keeps a nation back from true development and from progress. Wise investors steer clear of a corrupt environment. They would rather put their resources into a place where the playing field of opportunity is equal for all and not bent towards feeding the financial lust of corrupt, lying, cheating, thieving politicians and government officials. How many wonderful development projects have been lost because the investors didn't want to do business in a swamp of evil? When those great projects go to another nation or to some other place, we all lose. Believe me when I tell you that corruption steals from you, it steals from all of us. Corruption plunders the nation's wealth. Corrupt people compromise on truth, equity, and fairness, choosing instead to feed off the short-term benefits of crookedness, exploitation, and financial perversion. Corruption
And financial perversion or corruption is the kill that kills society. We know that there are few people were censured in Liberia, and now today, our chair came up with a call to explain that the U.S. law on him. I want our audience to kindly listen to this about chair. This was our chair today in the Senate denying the fact that the American law on him and they want some sort of investigation. And our chair in question, we've been told and we know that he was sacked for stealing from the Liberian government when he was at Lance and Man. He used the money from Lance and Man when Eden sacked him. He ran to be senator. Our chair has been corrupt. He is corrupt. He's same as every other person that was put on the sanction list. Liberia is a country that have this massive elephant that anyone can go to office or power and still they get away with it. I'm hoping and I pray that the incoming government takes these people to tax. There should be a serious action taken against them for stealing from our people. Liberia deserves better than these crooked people. I played that tape earlier on about how corruption kills nation. Today, there are about 7 people in Liberia, including Vanny Sherman. There are about 8 of them that have been sanctioned. These guys got away with it. With this incoming government, do something about these people, including the kingmaker Prince Johnson. We also know that Jeremiah Cohn was one of those people too that been denied visa to travel to America for being corrupt. With these people, the elected government do something about this long-time stealing in Liberia. that never stopped. Our chair was sacked, Ellen sacking from stealing from Lansing mine. He used the money, became senator, and today our chair now is on another list that Americans are putting as one of the most corrupt person in Liberia, including Nukwe, who was then the speaker on an Eden government. We know Nukwe was corrupt. I mean, if we can go back, that was the Nukwe and Joseph Boyka ticket, which Henry Costa called the wicked ticket. Today we have another corrupt thing. Linford, talk to me about these people.
Well, it's just the same old wine in new bottle, and this is where we have the problem. When people will reward evildoers for the evil that they do to them, and we talked about this before. It's not new. Liberians will honor people who are wicked to them simply because I don't know whether it is the poverty or is it that we don't know better. There is something still about us that I don't understand. You see, you and the mayor, you're the same, you're poor. You get a mayor opportunity, you went up there, you became rich, he starts stealing from you. You remain the same person you were, or even you became worse than what you were before, but the person has become better. Hmm? And you see what's happening, then you still want to reward the person for doing evil to you. I don't understand. So um, my only thing is when they sanction them, I don't know why they get mad. America is a country. They get a right to allow people in that country. They say we don't want you to come. So just go sit in your country. So why you mad? Why all this fight?
No, Linford, they're right. They want, if I steal from you and you told me, say, oh, Paul, you stole from me, I'll get vexed. It's common phenomenon among people. It's like in a classroom, somebody let loose. And then they point finger out, you say you let loose because you know you let loose, you get very angry. They stole, and they been told they stole, so they're angry because they fish them out.
Yeah,
That's
did
all.
you did you play the video?
No, I didn't see that video.
Okay, I'll play it now.
Yeah, please do. It's not playing.
Oh, okay, yeah. I will get it. Just a minute, just 1 second.
Yeah, because he been single out now, he called in press conference and talking all things, trying to encourage people that he didn't steal. And this guy is a thief. So whatever, when Eddie sacked him, he was sacked during the Eddie government.
Okay, here we go.
Staff of the legislature, members of the press, other distinguished ladies and gentlemen. On yesterday, December 11, 2023, the United States Department of State designated 30 prominent former and current government officials from developing countries for visa restrictions under its regulations 7831C. In Liberia, these U.S. visa restrictions were imposed on me and two of my government colleagues, namely Senator James Emmanuel Lokwe of Magidi County and Finance Minister Samuel G. Twett. To make it explicit, according to my understanding, on the allegations that we solicited money or other instruments of value from the public and private sectors and offered them to senators and other representatives to pass laws and other legislative instruments. We categorically deny and refute these allegations. They are false and misleading, untrue, and unfounded. Since my stewardship as administrative head of the Senate, never have I taken a dime from any source and offered it to any of my colleagues in any of the legislative chambers or to any of our staff to manipulate the legislative processes. Clearly, Washington has been misinformed and misguided by dictators. Distinguished colleagues, in pursuance of justice and to remove our names and those of our targeted family members from the visa restriction list of the U.S. State Department, we will take advantage of the legal process available to the U.S. legal system. So the highest decision makers in the government of the United States of America, in the cities, if your embassy in Liberia or the desk officers and other low-ranking officers in the State Department have not told you in their posts for crucial legislative instruments and the abolishment of executive or close those sessions to erase any doubt of secrecy. And number two, everyone, including the U.S. Embassy in Monrovia and other low-key officials in the State Department, know that the process for the elections for the temporary temporary of the Senate for the 55th legislature has started. The timing of the action taken on two key senators, Chair and Lokwe, is of our concern. We always hear that the United States believe in a free and fair electoral process. We are therefore taken aback by the U.S. visa restriction just few weeks from the Senate leadership election process. Distinguished colleagues, let me let you know, and I know you are already aware, that the allegations against Chair, Ware, and Lokwe for soliciting bribes from public and private sources and giving them to you to influence the legislative process also impugn on your integrity as well. And you will take the appropriate action individually, severally, and collectively as the wisdom dictates. No matter from which angle you look at it, the attack is on all legislators, whether from ruling position, from opposition, or from no position. Thank you.
You listen to some of what you were talking and trying to like deny or debunk what the Americans are saying. Oh, listen, these people, like I said before, these people have so much thing to do that they will not go after one single person, one little avache or one little tweet. They are not a problem of America, but they just know that you are now a good person to go to their country because they know that they have so fights on you. It's simple. So they can. You are not any challenge to America to say, they gotta go after you. They know that you are bad, and that's why they say do not go there. Simple. Stay in your country, stay where you are. Okay? You can't say America hate you. Who are you to America? Or like what about Emmanuel Gonkoy and his EFFL saying that America is arm twisting people or forcing people to do their will? My friend, it is simple. You are not American, you are Liberian. Stay in Liberia. Send the place so good. Everything is okay. Stay here.
Linford, when I listen to our chair, I laugh. Do you know the man won this senatorial thing on a white ballot? He brought his friends now to contest against him. And now they now point it out, and he comes to say he have not taken a dime. He is corrupt. Ellen Johnson sacked him. He was the minister of Lands and Man. Why was he sacked? He stole money. And the money he stole, what he did, he went to Grand Crew to run as senator. And that's how he became senator. They see our chair today, bribe all his friends now to contest against him. That's how he won this election on a white ballot. So, where our chair, a rich man before coming to government, today he one of the richest men in Liberia. So that big elephant meat in Liberia that everyone keep cutting, that no end to the cutting of that big elephant meat. Let's see these people there in court. If they're not corrupt, if the American don't have something against them, according to him, they don't have anything. Let the incoming government request the facts, and yet the guys have that day in court.
For me, this is my thing. Why would they think that America got nothing against them? I mean,
Exactly.
Yeah, that America will just go for them. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, you're not threat for America. You're not nothing for anything.
There's no security threat to them. Yes.
Yeah. So why would they just go after you? There is something about so you go sue America. Go and say, okay, allow me, I sue you.
So this is what I'm saying. The incoming government have a challenge here. Because this incoming government have done business with these very people. Because of our sheer corrupt nature, United Party did not put anyone against him to run. Why? So this is the question I keep asking. Will they have the balls to go behind these people? It's the question.
I told you, Paul, before. I told you that you got to look at the configuration of the government. You got to look at the people that come in. So, no. What they got in? One of the top scientists, if I'm not mistaken, I think, if not Archimedes, I think maybe it was Galileo. He said he could move the earth. If only he has somewhere to stand, because he on the earth, so he can move it, because the earth is in space. Actually, the earth can move.
It
Okay?
move, yeah.
But if you get somewhere, something to stand or to push the earth, you will push the earth. But you are on the earth itself, so you cannot push it. Because the earth is
you gotta be on another planet
in space.
Exactly.
See? So why would they stay on to other the people? The people no, for your hand can be in a real oil. Then you accuse me of drinking the oil. So what put a hand on the oil on your hand? You see? So let me tell you, these people, if you listen to Councillor Tawan Kongolo just before the elections, he said something to Joe Walker. He said, you all will honor the water. You move from there. Then you say you dry. No water test you.
It's not
So
true.
how will you honor the water? Which part of the water you at?
Yeah.
So they cannot even no. They will travel. You see, they will travel. They will try their best with the Georgia government, right? But again, when they begin to pull rope, like I said, rope will begin to pull bush. So let's look at the configuration of this government. This will be the shortest last government in terms of ruling, because number one, the government itself will break up by itself. If you look at the Prince Johnson factor and the real United Party people and the Prince Johnson factor, there are two different things, two different schools of thought, two different people with two different ideas. They will not agree easily. I understand Prince Johnson already started asking for some ministries that are very key. Why does he want all the security setup? And I'm sure the United Party, the original United Party people will not want to let him have those positions. And then what will happen? Okay, we'll have their own infighting, one, then the pressure will be on it. The US government, trust me, Paul, from today's date, I'm not a spokesman for the US government. I don't know what they're thinking, but in my own mind, this new government will have problem with them from the Prince Johnson factor. Prince Johnson is a US Magnitsky sanctioned human being. And they say do not do business, then you allow the person to even be playing a major role, saying things, making public speeches in your government or for your government that are not even taking part. No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look at what on your screen.
They're going to have their own thing.
Look what on your screen.
It is unquestionable that some of these sanctioned individuals will be removed from their current government positions. Yeah. Nevertheless, there are certain members of the current legislative assembly who have been sanctioned, and their listing is largely due to corruption, which negatively portrays the country. In addition to the widespread recognition of corruption in Liberia, there are other factors that are attractive to foreign investors who are interested in investing in Liberia. Yeah. Okay. Then in Liberia. Okay, yeah, that's it. You see, John Tavio, you are right.
John is right.
No, they have to. Let me tell you, the Americans will have to do the work for us. say our government cannot do it. And how are they doing it? Sanction these people. Because when they steal the money, where do they invest it? In America, where do they carry to go buy houses for their children
Oh,
in America?
they send their children, they send their
Yeah.
family
So,
to America. Yes.
once they say they should not go there, they'll have that money. They only use it in Liberia. If they build mansions in Liberia, fine. They develop the country. If they open companies, fine. People will work. But you're not going to America because that can hurt them. You know, I always tell them, carry 1,000 European visas in Liberia now, and ask people who want to go Europe, and carry one American visa. You would rather have 1,000 people going for that one American visa, and less people going for the 1,000 European visas.
And you know what happened in this process too? When the US sanctioned you, all the European countries follow.
Oh yeah. What are you
So
talking about?
this is where now our chair then the privilege they have sending their family to America, Europe, and all it cut off. So they are big holiday place now.
This is why, Paul, I'm not cutting you, but this is why when we say America is the greatest country on earth, people don't believe it. Because America takes the lead. America lead and the rest of the country follow.
Yeah. So
America went to Ukraine and say, you're established, and what you call that thing there, the NATO. Putin say no. America moved there, war start. All the other NATO countries, they all went there. You see? So when America said we sanction Trump, he will not come to Norway, he will not go to England, he will not go to France.
This is what's going to happen. So now, Senate refused to fix Liberia. Ghana now, the Ghanaians going to make money out of us because this is a new paradise they found in West Africa. They go to Ghana.
Yeah, they'll be buying houses there.
Because we speak the same English. For those that speak French, they'll go to Cote d'Ivoire to go buy properties. So they're just limited in the region. That's why Hetty Abbott here today to call press conference and say, oh, they lie on him. If they lie on you, my good friend Abbott here.
That one listening to him, I was laughing. Yeah. So we complaining that. So he complaining to us, the public.
Yeah, they lie on him. So to my president-elect, Ambassador Joseph Numa Barker, please question and ask the American to submit the details to get the Abachi and all can spend their day in court so the Liberians can know that the American lie on them. So we can know the lie on McGee. So we can know the lie on Prince Johnson.
Me, I say one question. If I in our press conference today, I'll ask our chief only one funny question. Who you complaining to now? Who are we? So if you put the America to us, he's
telling the incoming government that the American lies. So bring the evidence. So this is a challenge to Jeremiah Cohn, the next president of Liberia.
But the man know the road to the court. Let him go to America.
So this is the fact. Jeremiah Cohn, you see, Liberia, we just are different kind of people. Jeremiah Cohn was a big sedition 2 days ago. Before he joined the United Party, before he joined to go in their collaboration with them, when he won a senatorial, when he beat Ide Gongo, right? Remember that story? He was CDC until he came on Prince Johnson's side. So these corrupt seditions are there. Our chair, who one of them? Jeremiah Cohn, please bring your friend, our chair, to court. Let Liberians know that man. He didn't steal from Liberia. It is what it is.
I told you, if you want to move the earth, you got to stay on another planet to move the earth. So
Liberia is doomed.
Yeah. So this what a guy Jeremiah Cohn is vice president. So
yes.
Can he drag Aboshe, who was the president pro tem in the same government that you were working in?
Thank you.
So we're going to see it.
This is the question.
And not how the circumstances snake over who will hold it here.
And he's a potential president, but Prince Johnson told us, voting for United Party, you're voting for Jeremiah Cohn.
Oh, yeah.
Prince Johnson said it. We hold it. It's not like they say. The tape is there. So Jeremiah Cohn, the next president of the Republic of Liberia, please open the file. Let Abbott Chia, Jefferson Coty, your father Prince Johnson, Nathaniel McGee, Bill Traore, Vanny Sherman, The list go on. Nukwe. Let the people have that day in court.
But let me ask you one question.
Go on.
You think in the new government, you think the American will sanction people there too?
Well, we don't know, because what happened, there was allegation on Thomas Fowler and Jeremiah Cohn. This is why Jeremiah Cohn been denied visa twice to go to America. It wouldn't surprise me when Thomas Fowler and Jeremiah Cohn also being sanctioned, and he'll be part of the new government. It would not surprise me at all. They both said, and there's another one who running to be speaker as well, Wong Kung. He also part of that group. So something about Liberia is things not right. And this is the fact. The country is doomed with corrupt set of people. And this is, and Amar Kone may give it to him. He said lower expectation, he was right. Because all of us, that's what Amar Kone is saying, all of us part of this. I must say I was a poor boy when I got in government, I became millionaire. So law, well, because if you want to prosecute, you'll be coming after some of us that you claim to be hero. This is the fact in Liberia. The country is doomed. And I tend to believe there's a guy who appeared on our show before, Jay Rennie. He said something. And he said in 2065, that his prediction, and when we're all dead and buried, maybe that one Liberia will be a good place. Because these children that are coming out now, the children that are yet to be born, they're the one who change Liberia. This generation, we do. Crooks upon crooks. And this is why it is in Liberia. If you're good at stealing, join the government. That's why you see when our brothers and sisters get small little master program in America, they don't stay to find job, they run to Liberia. Why? The massive elephant meat is there to cut. And when you cut it, what do? You run back. And this sanction telling us that these bad apples, y'all do something about it. With this government, incoming government, do something about the sanction? This is the question. And we're asking our audience, what you think about what happened to these corrupt people that have taken Liberia on another planet? Corruption at the highest level. All of these sanctioned people with Vice President-elect Joseph Numa Barker bring these people to court to tell Liberians if they were freed of corruption. This is the question that we all need to ask. And we need to hold this government feet to fire the incoming government. Why? They came with lies and they have to deliver on those lies.
But let me
deliver on those lies.
Let me retrospect a little bit. You know, I remember when the CDC government came to power, they came with similar errors. They came with a whole lot of mistakes and were doing all that things. And every time we want to tell, they say, "Oh no, your way." They put you're taking power, man, your way. So I will tell you the Senate, no way. They put you sit down here, so no way.
No, we can't wait. Linford, we can't wait. There's something in government. They say government is continuity. It means it never stops. So you see the transition that is going on now between the both parties. That transition, I mean, this is where we stop and you need to pick up from here. So nobody going to sit down and say, let's give them 1 year. No, you continue. Because you continue, you get you get 2 months of preparation. That's what the transition is all about. So you're not going to come say, oh, let's give the people time. No, we're not giving you time. You have to deliver from day one. This is the fact. You have to deliver.
Because I remember during the campaign, they were saying that when we take power, we start running from day one. When we get on the ground from day one, we start running. From day one to day one, so the credits will start looking at you from day one as well. Yeah. You are right.
You sort of start from day one. You cannot say, oh, you gave us 1 year because we just came in. No, you had a transitional period of 2 months. That 2 months, you're going from ministry. You have your shadow government already set up that working with these people. So the moment come January 22nd, 12 o'clock, you announce to be president of the Republic of Liberia. Your government continue. You're not stopping. So if you make mistake on the 24th, we hold you. Nobody giving you, oh, let's give them 1 year, because that gave you 1 year, that's why you prepare them to steal. The
Okay,
other people,
but Paul, we almost done. We almost
yes,
done. Like I said, we're not going to be here too long today. We're almost done. But let me just ask, we got to put fun in there sometime.
yes.
When you make of CDC going back to opposition life, so what you make of the government, a new government that coming, you think it's going to be easy for them?
Look,
Because,
I,
and let me get back my question before you come in. The reason I'm saying CDC going back to opposition and the United Party government, they know that, like I said before, long time before, they are the most hated political party, but like people only vote for them. Only vote for them because they want to. They are burn breaches behind them. The CPP or the ANC, they got problem with United Party. Okay, they
big
will not
problem.
see eye to eye for at least for now. Then CDC there, they and CDC will not see eye to eye. But then
Liberty
the question
Party.
here is CDC going back into CDC going into opposition. Jefferson Koji said he said something the other day or just yesterday when you were speaking as CEO. He said they're not going to wait. They're going to be here. They're going to make sure that they can press. So tell me, describe what you think will be happening with CDC backing opposition.
Thank you for that. I think most Liberians now looking at this CDC. When I just said government is continuity, CDC waiting on January 22nd, when they have given power to President-elect Joseph Newman Barker or Jeremiah Cohn. According to Prince Johnson, Jeremiah Cohn will be the next president, one of them. CDC, from there, they keep running. Akara's Great Night is a talk show host. They said they're going to hold the government to fire. That's what they did with them. And they're not going to stop. They're going to make things hell for them. So they have to get ready for CDC. Then on the other side, there is a bad blood between the Unity Party and the ANC, which I know the ANC will be much more diplomatic with them, but CDC will not be. So you have two groups of people that you have created bad blood between them, and they're going after you. You have to be spot on with your governance, honestly. So if not, there will be CDC will drag them to mud, especially CDC. CDC already started firing already before the day. So I just saying it's going to be a tough 6 years. It's not, there will be no room for error, because the least mistake you made, they will pound on it. And this is what's going to happen. Another group of people too that you will have to be mindful of, the group that were promised, the group that were lied to, that Liberia will be like the 70s, the 80s. And if they don't see Liberia that way, there'll be noise. And that noise, how do you handle that noise? The noise from the people, the noise from CDC camp, and the noise from the CPP camp. I hold my peace. Lincoln.
Well, that's something I've been looking at all the time. We got CDC going back. It's like, we were in opposition 12 years and we came there 6 years and they got to move us. So they come in with other Jefferson Coach already promised. And remember that he's the Secretary General of the party, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, we'll
Mm-hmm.
make sure that things will be done the right way. So for me, I'm waiting to see how it's going to be. And the United Party, they must gear up. They must make sure that they tie their belt, that they will have strong opposition. It's not going to be like, CDC in power and we have very good opposition, community where we're that friendly. We're not, I'm not, let me not use the word we, but I'm not in government though. So, but they got to make sure that they tie their belt. CDC is back. and they better. I think then it will give this government the opportunity, or it will give them the clues as to how to do things. Because the stronger opposition you have, the better I think your ruling will be.
That's
So
right.
Paul is 10:30. So I
Yeah.
think we have to wrap it up. Is there anything you want us to talk about?
No, it's okay. I think it's about time that we wrap up, and it's good to be back here. And I'm looking forward to the regular show starting from Friday. And yes, it's good being back. And to our audience too, it's good you always with us as we move forward into the Christmas season and looking forward to the new year. I think there'll be a lot of activities coming on to the bottom line discussion. We might be looking at other segments. So we ask our audience, those who want to partake, they can join us too, because we'll not only be looking at politics, we'll be looking at other entertainment, sports, music, and all that. And we'll be bringing people from all sectors to be appearing on the show. So it's good to be back to our additional force to the team. And I would say, Linford, thank you for keeping the platform going. For the past 6 months, you be alone. Sometimes Jamal, John, and you guys have done an excellent job here to keep this going. And bottom line is here to stay, and will be incorporated. For those who follow for the first time, if you listen to this program, just please click on our like button so when we come or you can be notified. So on that note, I will say thanks to you, Linford, and our audience. We'll be back here again on Friday. This the usual time.
Thank you, Paul, and thanks to all of our viewers. We'll be back here on Friday, like Paul said, and things will be okay again. And we hope to sustain the program. Thanks a lot, and have a good night.
Okay.